Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the vlog. Today is, of course, the call-out vlog. Now, the day started out like most days. I was here in the garage filming, and we were preparing to leave for Cecil County Dragway. We were loading up the merch and loading up the Beetle. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the channel. We got Parker here still at my house, and we are preparing for the call-out right now. We got boxes of merch. We got... Oh my God, dude.
Got everything.
It's like these events are fun, but it's a lot of stress. In the vlog from last night, if you didn't see it, we had a little bit of a challenge. If Parker reaches 20,000 subscribers, like a gain of 20,000 to put you
so
at
it's 1,440,000.
Okay.
Already gained like 5,000, so thank you guys so much.
Yeah, last night we both gained about 5,000. So these challenges, they're going well. And we might both end up having to do what we said we were gonna do. But what I'm going to do if he hits that mark, so go subscribe now, is I'm going to hit the Volkswagen Beetle at speed with the Duramax. I hit the goal on his channel. If my channel hits the goal, I have to drive around with a picture of his face on my McLaren.
Definitely, you guys gotta subscribe. Like, we have to see this happen. He's got a link in the description below. Subscribe to Vehicle Virgins. And if I hit 1,440,000, I'm gonna let him take my new Beetle and literally smash it with his Duramax. And I want to see that personally.
Yeah, I want to see it.
I'm sure you guys want to see it too.
I want to do it.
Look at the eye. What do you think's gonna happen to eyelashes and a 40-mile-an-hour collision?
I really don't like Beetles at all.
I don't either.
Ready to load up the Beetle. Victor, what do you think, dude? You hype?
Yeah, sure. Oh, burnout onto the trailer.
And that was kind of what little vlogging footage I had of the day. Now, as you guys know, I don't really vlog. I mean, I started out a vlog, one of my traditional like style vlogs, but I don't really vlog these events because I like to spend time with people that are there. You know, a lot of people travel from very far. We had a guy from Texas, a few people from Canada, so that's incredible to see that. So, you know, I like to spend time with the people, and quite honestly, you know, I realize some people would love me to film it, but when I get there and there's like 300 people crowded around and like I'm trying to set up the stand, like I don't even have time to worry about filming. I was able to sneak away for a second. It's really windy, but I'm about to do some runs. I had Jimbo film previous events, but that was really kind of like an event recap, kind of a highlight reel. So I guess I could have somebody follow me around. But, you know, I feel like people got enough good footage. And thank you guys to all of you who came up to me to say, you know, hey, I got a good video of your race. Do you want me to send it to you and email it to you and email you pictures? That makes my life a lot easier and makes these videos possible, so thank you. A big shout out to K Cars, by the way, on YouTube, who got probably the best race footage of the event. So if you haven't checked out his channel, definitely do so now. I met him last year. Good guy for sure. So support him if you would like. And some of the best pictures I've seen, NJS Media and Jack Chaywood also for sending those. I really appreciate it, guys. And you know, I'm gonna try to put everybody's name who I mentioned today up on the screen, but I'm definitely going to forget some people. So it's not that I'm trying to exclude anybody, but there are a lot of people to remember. A lot of great people came out. So that's really how I want to start out. You know, I want to say thank you to all of you who did come out to support. I realize that, you know, some people just can't make the trip, but, you know, it really means a lot. And although, you know, I do have a YouTube channel where I talk to a couple 100,000 people on a regular basis, but believe it or not, I'm kind of more of an introverted person. You know, I'm more quiet. Like I don't do the whole, like, you know, I never was a person who went to like concerts or bars like where there's a lot of people, that kind of, that's just not for me. So these events, I do tend to get somewhat like nervous and stressed out about it, but you guys make the event totally worth it and I have fun. You know, everybody, like I'm very, very thankful for these supporters that I have. It really means a lot, you know, and everybody's so nice and cool. You know, you guys come up and I try to talk to everybody for as long as possible. But you know, that means a lot and it's really great. And I hope you guys had a good time. You know, I think we put on a pretty decent event and everybody who came up said that they were having a great time and people said they had a great time, and hopefully for the people who did come from far away, it was worth the trip for you. So of course, thank you to the YouTubers that came out. Just to name a few, again, I am definitely going to leave some people out, but it's not on purpose. I'm just, you know, I don't script my videos, so it's just off the top of my head. Autovlog came out. Of course, Drag Times, it's a great channel. Drag Times, I love. Just if you like raw racing footage, Drag Times is the way to go. I raced him in my ZR1 versus his GT3.
All right, we got Mike in the ZR1. for the ZR1, 1187 for the GT3 RS.
Dude, it's forgivable.
But look at this.
The GT3 RS is sick.
You see our second run though? Look at our reaction times. On
very
point.
Close.
0.05,
yes.
0.08. That's like both
very close.
Phenomenal.
Yep.
Kind of right there.
Now, if we could only get down the track right, we'd really have something.
If they would spray this track,
we'd really have something.
If they would spray the track with the sticky, you know, we would do it. But I don't think they sprayed it again.
Well, hey, thank you so much for coming out, man.
Right,
that
buddy.
race was awesome.
Yep.
GT3 RS. If you haven't seen Drag Times, the YouTube channel, definitely check it out.
Thanks,
Fucking
buddy.
awesome content.
Awesome.
GT3 RS is a sick car. It looks awesome going down the strip. A little win there for the Americans. A little win there. I did lose the second run for sure. Mopar guys that came out, of course, SRT Mush, I can't forget him. By the way, he was killing it at the event, ran a 9.3 in his Demon, world record Demon, and not just like, you know, he got lucky once and ran 9.3. He was running consistent 9.3 and 9.4 all day long.
Here we got SRT Mush racing another Demon. This should be interesting. I'm guessing the red one's all stock. For SRT Mush.
Now, a lot of people have been commenting and asking me, Mike, why didn't you race SRT Mush? And I fully intended to, but by the time I realized we hadn't raced yet, the day was over. And that's just kind of how it goes. You know, we're crazy busy at the event, and I really, you know, I met him, really nice guy. I would love to race him. Now, full disclosure, because a lot of people were saying like, didn't want to race him because you knew that you would lose, which is definitely true. So I pretended like I lost my keys. The truth is, I would absolutely lose. So I'm saying that right now. I would get shit on by his Demon on the strip, but I would still race for fun. So I will do that. I will totally do that at some point. It doesn't matter what car I would bring. Z06, McLaren, whatever, that Demon would fucking shit on me because 9.3 is fast. Tunnel Chaser came out with his Demon, of course. We had Chicago Mopar come out. Family Cruising could not make it this year, but the Mopars were out in force. No, I really know that the Mopar guys wanted their revenge on the McLaren over here, and don't worry, you will get it at some point. I will give you that. I'm not too proud to lose. You know, I raced the Demon on the street where he has the disadvantage. I will race one on the strip and get shit on. The Z06, I ran 9s for the first time at the end of the day, which was cool.
965 for Nick, 996 for Mike.
Raced Nick a couple of times. I was getting frustrated though because at the beginning of the event, by the last run, I finally like got it working, but I couldn't, the car just would not shift right. Tried leaving from drive mode and then it held first gear for way too long, like in the one race against Nick. Took off like a bat out of hell and then it held first gear for way too long for some reason, so I had to shift into second. It's an auto, but it's like complicated, but not because it's like some high tech, it's just stupid. Like the car just doesn't act right for whatever reason. But yeah, I was very happy to run 9s, even though the car, I think that car with, you know, when it's running hot, it's about 850 wheel. If it's a cold run, you're looking at 920 wheel. I think the car could run probably like 9.7s, maybe 9.6s. I was happy to run though a 9.9, and I really need in that car a 15-inch conversion in the back. That would really help me launch. McLaren was a huge surprise of the day, running 10, busting out a 10.5 first run ever against Troy. First time running the McLaren. We're about to run Troy in his 570 Spider. Should be a fun run, although I already know we're not gonna have any traction at all. 140, first run, spinning like hell. I mean, you saw it on camera. I was spinning all the way through second. 10.5 at 140 in this car. Holy shit. This McLaren is fucking incredible. Like, oh my God, is it fast. Holy shit, dude, it's wild.
That's awesome.
It's wild, man. Hey, thanks for bringing the cars out, dude. Thanks for coming.
Anytime.
Fucking awesome,
Good job,
dude. Thanks. Prepare to get shit on, bitch.
Where's your slip?
Prepare to get shit on, bitch.
What did it do?
Open her up. Open her up.
Oh!
Dude, you got this.
You're fucked, buddy. You're fucked. 10.5 at 140 miles an hour, which is just fucking crazy. I mean, that thing is fast. Absolutely would be a 9-second car if I had traction. I was spinning all the way through second. So I think I'm going to take that back to the strip at some point to see if I can get a 9. And then I raced the raffle winner, by the way. A guy won the raffle, so we had a raffle set up to where you could enter, and if you won, you got to pick to race whatever YouTuber you wanted, and you got to pick their car. So he got me. And he said he wanted to race the 570 with his Mercedes C300. And I said, okay, let me give you half the track because, you know, I wanted the guy to have a good time. I didn't want to just like blow the fuck by him. Where's the fun in that? So I was like, all right, you get halfway down the track and then I'll go. I thought maybe I could run him down. It was pretty close, I have to say. Actually, I gained a lot of distance on him.
570S about to race some kind of Mercedes. I'm not sure what exactly that is, but it should be a good race. That thing's so fast. 11:01 for the McLaren. It looks so much faster going down the track though.
But ultimately, even though, of course, my time was better, you know, he beat me down the strip. So hopefully he had fun. Well, I asked him and he said he did have a good time.
Absolutely.
Dude, it was awesome. I thought maybe I could run you down, but you got me. I couldn't get you. Yeah, I was flying though. I was flying.
Oh, that was enjoyable.
That's awesome, man. Well, thanks for entering, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.
Glad you had a good time. Now, of course, for the big one, the big rivalry, the really competitive stuff, Nick against John Doc. A big thank you to John Doc for coming out again. If you haven't seen his channel, check it out. John Doc with the Camaro. He is probably the most consistent guy I've ever seen in racing. Like, you can count on John Doc. He will come out every time and run like a low 9, whatever, and he'll do it every single time. He and Nick lined up a few times.
Dang, Nick let off again. I don't know what happened that time. That thing is so freaking loud.
Looked like a lot of spinning there. And for now, it looks like the Camaro is still on top, and he's going to be a tough one to dethrone. I know Nick's been chasing him for a while. Maybe he will someday, but man, that Camaro is, like I said, the Camaro, I should say, it's just so consistent, and John Doc is a really cool guy. Again, if you haven't seen his channel, check it out. I really encourage you to watch his videos and subscribe because he's got some great stuff. Big thank you to Parker Vehicle Virgins for coming and staying at my house for a few days. We had a lot of fun, a lot of little gay fun. It was really great, and all the fun stuff we did with the Beetle, which I am going to return to Steve here at some point soon, but it was a blast. Pure Function came out with his Supra, Life on Wheels 717, DHR Street Speed came out. See, I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm trying to think of all the people who were there. Of course, I got to thank the shops that came out. RPM, CSP, Greg Abarella came out, Driveway Demons came out. By the way, now I know he talks some shit on me for sure, but he wants to race the Hellcat against my McLaren. He thinks he has a chance. I'll give it to him. You know what? I'm down to make a video. I'm down to race. I'm down for whatever. It will be fun. And he wants to race before he does a pulley and a tune, and then after to see the results. He also has a pretty cool right-hand drive, like genuine Japanese Honda. Well, here it's an Acura RSX, but there it's a Honda Integra, and that was pretty neat. I always wondered in a right-hand drive car, is the shift pattern reversed? Like, you know, obviously in America, it's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, that way, going left to right. And I always wondered in a right-hand drive, is it right to left? but it's not. Jack, of course, Duramax Jack, and speaking of Steve, Send It Steve, they raced, and Steve was talking a lot of shit with his C5, the Ricer C5, and I gotta give him credit. I never in a million years thought that he would beat anybody, but he and Jack lined up, and the results are crazy.
Max Jack racing Send It Steve.
That's right, Send It Steve is 2 for 2 over Jack in the C6Z. That I just find really hard to believe. And then Steve and I raced the C5 versus the McLaren. I guess he was like real high off of his wins with Jack, so he wanted to race the McLaren, and he lost.
I think it's 570S against Send It Steve. 1088 for the McLaren, 1127 for the Corvette.
Poor Steve, always getting shit on by the McLaren, but what can you say? This is a much more expensive car than a Project C5. Seems to be all I can think of for now, but you know, a lot more people were there. So again, a big thank you to all the YouTubers that came out, as well as all the people. The event was a huge success, and we are planning another one already, of course. But yeah, I had a great time. You know, I really, really genuinely had a great time, and I hope everyone did as well. My little recap of the event. I did not take the Duramax, by the way. I felt like it, you know, didn't need to drive all that way. I don't like to, you know, like, she likes to take a break. And I didn't take the quad either, because if you take the quad down the strip, you need all kinds of like safety stuff, and I don't have, and I wasn't, you know, I don't have that stuff, and I wasn't about to go out and buy it just to run the quad once. That being said, the McLaren definitely broke the rules going 140, so I'm surprised I didn't get yelled at. Thank you, Cecil. On that note, also, thank you to Cecil for the venue and for doing a great job, you know, organizing. It's pretty crazy, you know, the traffic, it showed up on Google Maps, it was like red for 3/4 of a mile outside of the track entrance. So they did a great job. They had parking people out in the street directing traffic, so it was cool. And the car show as well. We had the best of show, worst of show, all that. That went over well. The trophies that I got in the vlog from last night, people got them. So overall, you know, I just wanted to, again, say thank you guys very much. Like, it really does mean a lot. And it's great that when it's successful and there was no hiccups at all, like everything just really turned out good. With that being said, I hope that you enjoyed this upload. Thank you again for everything that you guys do for me. I hope that you enjoy the content. I hope that events like this, if you can make it out, that it's fun for you. If you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.